There was no defense to this ridiculous hoax, this witch hunt that's been going on for a long time.
President Trump commenting on the hearing of former special counsel Robert Mueller today. Mueller appeared before the House Intelligence Committee, his second round of congressional testimony on Russian election interference. Good evening. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm Daryl Franklin.
And I'm Melanie Townsend. Former special counsel Robert Mueller wraps up a day of testimony with lawmakers, the first since filing the results of the Russia probe.
Lauren Blanchard is on Capitol Hill with more on today's testy exchanges.
Two tense hearings, a lot of questions from lawmakers, but not very many specific answers from former special counsel Robert Mueller.
I would have to refer you to the report on that. It's outside my purview. Again, I can't speak to it.
First up, the House Judiciary Committee.
It was not the special counsel's job to conclusively determine Donald Trump's innocence or to exonerate him.
He charged Michael Flynn, a three-star general, with false statements. But the guy who puts the country through this whole saga, he lies. And you guys don't charge him.
Then it was on to the House Intelligence Committee, where Mueller made it clear he would not address how or why the Russia probe got started.
I was appointed as a prosecutor, and I intend to adhere to that role.
Criticizing the president's embrace of WikiLeaks in 2016 when he touted the leaked DNC emails.
Problematic is an understatement in terms of what it displays.
Mueller repeating his assertion from the morning hearing that Russia stood to benefit the most with Donald Trump in the Oval Office.
Director, who did the Russian social media campaign ultimately intend to benefit? Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump?
Donald Trump.
As to whether Mueller would characterize his investigation as a witch hunt?
It is not a witch hunt.
Mueller did tell lawmakers he wanted to make a correction on something he said this morning, saying that he didn't charge the president because the Office of Legal Counsel wouldn't permit it. Rather, he couldn't make a determination on whether or not the president committed a crime. On Capitol Hill, Lauren Blanchard, KFDX 3 News.
And during the hearing today, Texas officials also had their voices heard.
Two of those, Texas Republican John Ratcliffe, who suggested the special counsel treated the president unfairly, while Texas Democrat Joaquin Castro continues to call for the impeachment of the president.
Donald Trump is not above the law. He's not. But he damn sure shouldn't be below the law, which is where Volume 2 of this report puts him.
Donald Trump over the years has surrounded himself with some very shady people that lied for him.
Mueller says his report is clear. He found no criminal conspiracy between the Trump campaign and the Russians during the 2016 election. And there was controversy, too, as he repeated what Republican lawmakers say is never the job of prosecutors, that his report does not exonerate the president of obstruction of justice.
And tonight, right after our newscast, NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt, we'll have an extended political analysis from Pete Williams, Haley Jackson, Casey Hunt, and Chuck Todd on special counsel Robert Mueller's congressional testimonies.